This is the running video of the Team Energy A7X four-wheel drive buggy. Check out the full review at rctech.net. While I will discuss driving characteristics of this buggy in this video, I'm going to keep my opinions short. So if you're interested in hearing what I think about the A7X buggy, please go over to rctech.net and check out the full review.
If you can listen. That don't sound good. Thanks for tuning in to rctech.net. I'm Matt LeMay, and I'm here with the Team Energy A7X. It's a 1/7 scale racing buggy. Now, I've got to be honest with you. I've already driven this buggy quite a bit. Been at this track, another track, bashed it around a little bit. And I'm actually pretty impressed with the durability of the buggy itself, like the chassis, suspension. It's taken quite a few tumbles. The tires, while the tread pattern is pretty nice, they're a little firm. So I wasn't getting a whole lot of traction on dusty tracks. Now, I did have a problem with this buggy, the steering servo. If you'll check out the full review on rctech.net, you'll see many photographs, and you'll see that the steering servo is a standard sized steering servo. Now, I've already stripped out one of them. Team Energy went ahead and sent me another servo, an identical one that came with the kit. I ran it several times, and I haven't had any problems with it. Now, it's a 15 kilogram, so it can turn the wheels, though it does turn them slowly, or steer them rather. But yeah, I believe they should have had at least a steel gear or titanium gear servo in there, just to keep it. Because I mean, let's face it, this is a lot of buggy. You know, this is quite a bit of buggy right here.
Here we are at Wildflower MX Off-Road RC track, and as you can see, it's very dry and very dusty. Now, it required a lot of feathering, throttle, and steering. Off throttle, the buggy wanted to push in the corners, and while on throttle, anywhere really, it just really wanted to spin out or you know, go off track. It was having a really hard time gaining any sort of traction here on this dry track. It took me several laps to get the hang of at least just trying to stay on the track, really, trying to drive it with any sort of finesse. I didn't even really get to the point in a full review on either track trying to go really fast. I wasn't even really worried about how fast I was going. I was just, well, really struggling to keep it on the track. You saw it when I broke the steering servo on that track that was kind of damp. It was traction rolling in some of the corners, and so I was just really focusing on trying to keep it on the track. So I do eventually start to get the hang of it here. And I noticed that over a jump, if I wanted to bring the nose down just a little bit and I tapped the brake, it really threw the nose of the buggy down pretty harsh. So here I just kind of let off the throttle and didn't use brake, and the buggy kind of flew in an arc, which was kind of nice. In other instances where I wanted the nose down a little bit more, but I didn't want to endo into the ground, I just tapped the brake and then quickly got back on a little bit of throttle. Not much to bring the nose back up necessarily, but just enough to where it didn't allow the buggy to pitch too far forward.
So don't ignore serious symptoms. Try start pause under breathe 24 seconds.
To find out which new symptoms may need emergency treatment,
This is a slam dunk. The best universe in 2008 starts for $112,000. We're going to lose $17,900. We can have two Malibus with this $19,900. Chevrolet, find your road. Find us today, the 232 South I-40 and West 40.
All right, so let's bash the A7X just a little bit here in the grass, and You know, this is where I think this buggy is more at home. Be honest with you, it's more at home, not trying to be precise with it, just trying to drive wild with it. You know, just being able to whip the rear end around and keep going, drift whenever you want to, not worrying about staying in a lane, and that's where it's more fun. You know, just messing around and thrashing with it and just having a good time. As you can see here in a second, we go around this oval track, which is a mixture of dirt and dry grass, and this, honestly, the whole time I was driving this buggy, this is where I enjoyed it the most, right here. It didn't matter if I, made some mistakes. It didn't matter if I didn't hook up. The dry grass gave it just enough traction where it was needed, and it was a bunch of fun driving it around this track. For more detailed information and my thoughts of the Team Energy A7X buggy, check out the full review at rctech.net.